All right. Today, folks, want to get into something and talk about something I think is important, which narcissists really get their uninformed targets caught up with, right? And this is something that usually keeps a person confused and bound to the narcissist because they're just unsure. They don't know. They're they don't have enough evidence or whatever. But one of the things you have to look at when you're trying to, a lot of people try to dissect at least, and detect all these things within a narcissist. But one of the things you have to understand, if you just lead with this understanding here, which I'm about to impart to you, narcissists in nowhere, shape, form do they have a moral compass. There is no morale. When it comes to them and the things that they want to have, or the things that they want to conquer or get a hold of, it's all fair play. And they're not going to play fair. Well, it's all game at least, but they're not going to play fair. They have no moral compass, meaning they will not feel guilty for doing something wrong to you or to anyone else to get what they want. They will not feel ashamed. They will not care about the repercussions. They will not have any sympathy. It is a very cold-hearted way about how they go about things, which means this is essentially what you're dealing with, but they cannot display that that's how they really feel inside. They have to make it seem they are good at acting out this compassionate person, right? Caring, loving they're able to act that way, but in no way are they like that. So when you're dealing with a person who has no regard, who is heartless basically, but can very much so and do a fantastic job at it of imitating. Narcissists are very good imitators. That's why you hear that form of flattery. They said, what was it? I forget how it goes. Greatest form of flattery is for someone to imitate you or something like that. But this is what narcissists do so well. But they use the imitation to basically seduce and reduce their targets. And one of the key components that's used is pathological lying. They don't care if they lie to you. They don't care if they're lying about something or someone. It's a tool, whatever it takes, to get the job done. This is what makes them so convincing. This is what makes people so confused to not understanding or knowing what is it really with the narcissist. There's been times, many times before, and it's been said not only by myself, but if the narcissist's mouth is moving, they're lying. They have no regard for consequences. They're reckless. They're actually dangerous individuals that will do whatever it takes to get what they want. They'll lie, they'll cheat, they'll steal, rare cases even kill. Very rare cases, but nothing's off the table. These are very unstable individuals that happen to just tether right in between the spectrum of knowing how to, for functionality purposes, blend in with society by giving the appearance of being just like you, of wanting the same things and desiring the same things, and being a fair person, being a compassionate, loving person, right? But one of the things you can always tell, this is one of the things that, a lot of people miss and don't pick up on, is they're not good at reading patterns in behavior. Only certain behaviors typically produce the same types of individuals. So if people are paying attention to the behaviors and what those behaviors usually produce and where they usually come from, it's easy to spot a narcissist. But you gotta be well versed at that. It's not something that's easy, but because they are good at doing it. All right. Most people end up having to find out the hard way by getting deeply involved with a narcissist in some sort of way and getting burnt or hurt. But my point is, the pathological lying and showing you one character right in front of your face, but behind your back doing all sorts of ungodly things, being nothing like what they display to you. And here's the thing about this with narcissists that you have to understand. They like that. They get off on deceiving and manipulating people. So in other words, like, narcissists can be in a full-fledged situationship, because they're not real relationships, but for the sake of this, let's just say that. Be in a relationship and, wine and dine you, love bomb you, get you all open. They care about you, they only want to be with you, all this stuff that they're telling you. But, they'll wait at least till they see you like fully engulfed in them and open for them. And then it's like, that's when all of the shenanigans begin. Because afterwards, right? After that shit hits the fan, because now they get bored. So for a normal person, it brings closer, let y'all know y'all having progress. For the narcissist, they get bored. And this is where they need a challenge. And this is where they'll challenge themselves to fooling around with someone else at the same time being with you and not getting caught. It's a sport. That's how they look at it. It's a sport to the narcissist. And they thrive on that type of excitement. Being in a normal monogamous relationship for them is boring. It's boring. So they've mastered the ability to be able to tell the right lies at the right time to you and show you a consistent character that got you caught up and that swept you off your feet. They'll keep showing that character as much as possible as they can to you, but it'll slip from time to time. But on the other character, they're nothing like that. They're nothing like that. You may have other instances where they're so supportive, maybe friends. You might have a friend that's a narcissist. They're so supportive. They're so in your corner, in your face, but behind your back, they're saying all kind of, disrespectful things. you know, slanderous things of that nature. But around you, oh no, they're your number one supporter. You know, that particular thing is deeply embedded in a narcissist. They cannot stop themselves from doing that. They cannot back away from engaging in behavior that involves duplicity or that duality, the dual nature. So naturally, in those instances, you're going to get deceived because the character that they make sure that they see you engaging with is the one that they keep you mesmerized with. So when other people typically try to, and this is why I say when you decide to reach out to the new source to try to give them a warning, some people do that, which I discourage. The new source looking at you like, you sound crazy. They're not doing any of that with me. They're the perfect person that they've always wanted. You're going to look like a fool. Because they're very skilled at showing different sides and knowing how and when to show those sides. And so, for the most part, you're never going to see that side of the narcissist. That dual nature is very hard to figure out until they catch themselves up. Do they feel bad about it? Do they feel bad about lying to you? Do they feel bad about cheating on you or any of that? No. They're feeling bad and discouraged that they got caught. They feel weak now. They feel impotent. Because like, damn, I'm supposed to be better than that is how they're looking at it. But they're not sad and upset that, you know, that they brought you through any of that. Remember, they get a kick off of being able to have a certain amount of power over an individual. So that means if they can do you really wrong, but still manage to have a part of your life, oh, they're just as good as they always thought they were. If they can convince you otherwise of being involved with them and you give them another chance, well, they're the shit. And they're as good as they thought they were. So, anyway, make sure to like, subscribe. If you want a one-on-one consultation, just shoot me an email. I'll leave my email in the description box. And I'll get you information on how to go about doing that. Till next time, stay safe out there, y'all. Have a good one. Keep yourselves out of trouble. And remember, there's always another side that you're not seeing from that narcissist that you have to take into consideration. All right, be good.